Hello and welcome to my informational day video. My name is Mr. Gibble and I will be teaching accelerated pre-calc. That's all I'm teaching this year, so I'm excited to be able to just kind of focus on that and make it the best learning experience for all my students. A little about myself. This is my 5th year at Alfred High School, and this is my 8th year of teaching. After I got my undergraduate degree at Tech, I decided to move out to Colorado to get my master's degree in education, and there I spent 3 years teaching. My teaching style emphasizes growth, just an easy, relaxed learning environment, and to really break the stigma that only some people are good at math. Anyone and everyone can be good at math. It just takes practice, patience, and good explanations. Outside of teaching, I am a rowing coach, and I coach for a club that practices on the Chattahoochee River, Atlanta Junior Rowing Association. So when I'm not here at the school, I'm usually down at the river. Some of the topics that we'll be going over is over the course of the year, we really spend the first semester really focused on trig because it's such an important role as students go to calculus in the next year. So we'll be talking about basic trig, then graphing trig, and then really get into some of the more advanced trig stuff. The second semester, we'll start with matrices, some linear algebra stuff, conics, polar coordinates, vectors, and probability. It sounds like, oh, it's just 8 topics. It's going to be quick and easy, but we go into depth with a lot of these. So once you're in my classroom, once we're in the thick of the school year, what does a typical day look like? You'll see once you come into my classroom how it's set up, but as you walk in, just take a look at the agenda board. You'll see what we're doing that day, what the homework is for that day, what warm-up questions you have, and as you're sitting down, you would start the warm-up as class gets started. While you're doing the warm-up, I'll take attendance, I'll come around and check the homework, and after that we can go over any questions that you have about the warm-up or anything that we've done in the past lesson. Then we'll move on to class notes. I like to just do notes up on the board. I don't like the guided handouts and all that other stuff. So usually it's in your own notebook paper. You're taking notes. You're writing down the examples that we're doing and kind of going through. Sometimes it's new material. Sometimes I just do a bunch of practice questions. This way we can go over problems that you might see in the future. Then if we got a couple minutes left, I'll say work on the homework that you'll have that night. And I like to do that. If you are super efficient, your homework turns into just classwork. So you can structure it to where you don't have to do your homework at home. You can actually get it done in class. This way it makes your life a little bit easier. So that's a typical day in my class outside of quizzes and tests and projects and any other fun activities that we do. This is just a bland, like, no, what to expect. What supplies you need, absolutely need. You need a notebook. Graphing paper is preferred. I like the graphing paper, spiral notebooks, engineering paper, whatever floats your boat. Pens and pencils, obviously. I have like 3 extra pencils to lend out. A textbook will be assigned to you to take home, and then I'm hoping to also get a class set. This way you don't have to go and lug it back and forth. This way you can have one in the classroom to use, but also have one at home to reference in to do your homework in. You should have a calculator. It will be used not just in this one class, but if you have a TI-84 graphing calculator or a Casio graphing calculator, that's great, but you should get one because you'll be using it in any future math class that you have or any science classes that you have in the future. It's going to be helpful. I mean, sure, I'm a math teacher, so I use mine from high school, but I know friends that still Like a friend works for a business in logistics and he still uses his to this day. So get a calculator. TI-84 is preferred. And you can find used ones pretty cheap. Don't feel like you got to spend 120 bucks or 100 bucks on a brand new one. It's nice, but at the same time, find one that you can get. And if you want to be nice and give me some supplies for my classroom, I would love some dry erase markers. I go through them pretty quick. And then obviously for a bunch of sick children, tissues would also be great. I know I edited it, but I have my Rise sessions on Thursday morning. Let's see if I can mark over this. Thursday morning. So if you have any extra help, those are like open door policy. Just come in and stop by for that. Outside of those Thursday mornings, set an appointment. If you need extra help, I'll make time, but I'm not going to be there for certain waiting for people to come. So if you're like, Thursday doesn't work, just, hey, does Monday morning work or something like that. We'll also have curriculum night in September. So parents and students, that's where you get a little bit more insight into what we're doing. And if you need anything else, just email me. My email's right here. It's on my website. It's on the school site, gibble@fultonscountyschools.com. Org. Yeah, it's going to be a good year. It'll be a great year. I've taught Excel pre-calc in the past. I've taught pre-calc all my years here at Alpharetta, so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Thank you.